going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. So it's Saturday, it's the weekend. Hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. If we have a look, it does look like things have turned around a little bit. The market cap is quite stable. It's gone up just a little bit. We're sitting at almost a $213 billion market cap. You can see some of the biggest gainers of the day include Revain up almost 18%, followed by Raven Coin, Pundix, Chainlink, Mixin, Dogecoin, Decentraland, Crypto.com, MOAC, Nexo, and Veritasium. And Bitcoin is finally up over that 6,400 mark. Again, Ethereum sitting at 212, XRP 50 cents. Now, before we get on, guys, I wanted to let you know I Googled it and I figured it out. The bears are going away and the bull market is coming. Here's proof right here. Depending on shitcoins, market cycles, and total supply, bears get ready for winter hibernation in late November. The denning period in Yellowstone National Park is approximately 5 months. Perma bears and 6K bears generally do not eat, drink, defecate, or urinate during trading. So there you go. All we had to do was give it a good old Google search, guys. Okay, but seriously, I do have a poll on my Twitter right now. Now, these are some of the projects I've been noticing a lot of people talking about lately. If you guys haven't joined my Telegram group, link in the description. So this is on my Twitter. It's at the Crypto Zombie if you guys want to go give this a vote. And currently, Matrix AI is winning, but I also have Digitex, Futures, Aeon, and Bizant as well. So if you guys want to vote on my next video, go get on that. That'll be up for 24 hours, so we'll know by tomorrow. And the big news of the day is that Tim Draper is standing by his prediction of a $250,000 Bitcoin in 2022. No, it's not really the big news of the day. No, not really. I'm not even sure why this is in the news. He's been saying this for weeks, but as you can see, 11 hours ago, apparently people are still excited about it. So moving on, let's talk about a little bit of, well, this kind of goes against the trend, right? So you have William Wang, a macro hedge fund manager at several top investment bank hedge funds. He actually is saying that he doesn't think we should be that excited about Bakkt, and in fact, he has a few concerns about it. So he goes on to say that a lot of the team members have actually left. So to name a few down here, you see Eric Skro went to Coinbase on March 8th. Robert Cornish actually joined Gemini on July 6th, while the press release regarding the launch of Bakkt was released on August 3rd. So it appears that the core team couldn't leave because there wasn't any announcement regarding the launch of Bakkt platform at all. Furthermore, Coinbase veteran Adam White has joined Bakkt recently. So he basically just goes on to say, I think Bakkt may have some hidden dangers on the technical level. In the short term, Bakkt is a very good advantage. In the long run, it may not be as good as the media touted, but he really doesn't really have any proof except that a few people left and that he speculates that there might be some technical issues in the background. So kind of just wanted to bring that up. But on the flip side, we do have the ETF that is hopefully going to be approved by Van Eck. I mean, they do have until February to do this. If they don't do it in December. And he goes on to kind of point out 4 reasons. He talks about how, Van Eck's history is building the right market structure around these different asset classes. They have really good relations with regulators and the SEC. And he also points out how, it's a physically backed ETF. It's fully insured. So if there's any hacks or losses, the insurance is going to cover it. The pricing that they use for Bitcoin comes from their indexing subsidiary, MVIS, which is a regulated entity. And finally, the ETF is institutionally oriented, so you'll have 25 Bitcoins per basket. The other thing that I wanted to point out too in this other article is he goes on to say that right now, 90 to 95% of the digital asset space is retail. So people invest via trading platforms that offer low securities and safeties. He says investors are not used to this. Now, you can argue the fact that a lot of people have been buying OTC. I mean, that's another topic for another day, but just to point that out, that's some of the good news still moving forward. Now, honestly, I wanted to get straight into some coin news today, guys, because that's kind of more of the news today. It just seems to be what projects are up to. So you have Tron's decentralized exchange is now live on Tron Scan. So if we come over here and we go to tronscan.org, let me just reload it real quick. So you can see right here, you have DEX at the top, and they currently have a few pairs. They have Dice, Win, Tron, Watch Market, Seed, and a few others, Crypto Chain and Crypto Gylza. I don't know what that is. And they all seem to be up right now, so especially Win. People are pretty excited about that. So definitely have a look at that as well. We also have some news from Basic Attention Token, and no, I'm not talking about its 20% dump the other day. I'm talking about Brendan Eich, the creator of Basic Attention Token, has hinted at a new publisher partnership, but he didn't name the partners. But according to him, it has 80 million ad blocking users, plus a lot more that don't block ads. So we could be hearing some good news coming out of Basic Attention Token soon. So if you're a little depressed about that 20% dump, well, that might only be temporary. Also, you might have seen this. So Weiss Ratings says NASDAQ to list XRP in 2019. It's likely going to be the second largest crypto in the near future. I mean, it has been several times in just the past few weeks, obviously flipping back and forth with Ethereum. And if you're curious where this came from, well, it turns out that the back and forth has been ongoing for the better of over 4 months between XRP and these guys. And it's set to be one of the initial coins listed when NASDAQ launches its crypto initiative early in 2019, so apparently that's going to be relatively soon. So the foundation of the partnership really gets down to one issue for NASDAQ, and they're saying it's really just market cap. Executives at NASDAQ are significantly removed from the crypto bubble that remains polarizing the concerns over XRP versus other cryptos. Essentially, they're just talking about market cap. So one source had to say, we aren't interested in the noise, we're interested in scale. If we start this initiative with the top 5 or 7 security coins by market capitalization, then why would we exclude XRP? There's no good reason to exclude them, at least the way that we are evaluating our work. Look at it this way. There's just as much noise around Bitcoin Cash now as there ever has been, around Ripple or XRP. So there you go. NASDAQ listing it, and XRP is pretty much basically going to be on it. The other good news that came out as well is you have MUFG Bank, the principal banking unit of Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, the world's 5th largest bank by total assets, announced the signing of an MOU with Banco Bradesco, one of the largest banks in Brazil, to collaborate on the development of a new cross-border payment service using Ripple's technology between Japan and Brazil. So that's a lot of good news for Ripple and XRP today as well. Now, I also wanted to talk about DigiByte. So the team has announced that they're testing some next generation mining technology and working on an algorithm that recreates itself every 10 days. So the idea behind the algorithm is to resist the ASIC miners to mine the DigiByte blockchain. So basically just giving power back to the little guy, trying to make it more fair. So way to go, DigiByte. Thank you so much. We also have some news from Nano. They're about to update their node structure. And, this apparently it has a ton of technical features, stuff that I'm not really going to go into right now. It's kind of boring. But according to their Medium article, this is probably the most interesting thing for you guys. And it says one of the most anticipated features to be introduced is the lazy bootstrapping. So lazy bootstrapping improves the current bootstrapping process, or the mechanism used by nodes to bulk up their ledger. Because the bootstrapping network scales as more nodes are added to the network by moving traffic off of the real-time network, lazy bootstrapping presents a more efficient method of adding blocks to a ledger in bulk. Upon implementation in the network, there will be a reduction in voting, which in turn decreases the bandwidth and CPU usage of the nodes. So I also wanted to move on to some news that came out from Monarch token and GoChain. So it says that Monarch Blockchain Corporation has officially integrated GoChain into the Monarch wallet. So the Monarch wallet doesn't actually store your private keys. It's 100% decentralized, exactly like the GoChain network. Now, I just wanted to point out that, Monarch Blockchain Corporation is very particular in the networks that it adds to its decentralized wallet, requiring a stable blockchain, active trading volume, current use cases, and truly scalability in its technology. So after Bitcoin and Ethereum, GoChain is actually only the 3rd blockchain that Monarch has prioritized to integrate after Stellar and Ripple. Projects such as Solaster and Job.com have recently chose to build on GoChain, enjoying its high transaction speeds. They're doing around 1,300 transactions per second, roughly. So there you go. That's like 100 times faster than Ethereum. So yeah, there you go. That's on Monarch. Definitely check that out, guys. Obviously had an opportunity to speak with the team at CryptoCon. Really, really awesome stuff. Definitely have to dive into this project a little more as well. Now, another thing that I'm super, super excited about is these blockchain collectibles, non-fungible tokens. Well, now we have Cocos-BCX releasing their NHAS 1808, which is a non-homogeneous asset standard powered by Cocos-BCX, it aims to provide a complete and convenient development environment for game developers and to drive the revolution of blockchain game industry. So, obviously I was over here, I was curious, what is the difference between this and the ERC 721s that we're currently looking at right now? So they go on to say that it is going to enable industrial level game developments on blockchains. So there's a few key features I wanted to point out. The first being that these 1808s support open or conditional transfer of assets across different games under the same world view through attributing zones to each asset. So each zone is binded with one or several contracts representing the data from a specific game. The data is readable across different zones but cannot be edited without authorization. So let me give you an example. So Blizzard has built World of Warcraft with a complete world view. However, although a gamer is able to log into World of Warcraft and Hearthstone with the same account, the pets that are captured in World of Warcraft cannot be transferred to a card in Hearthstone. But the NHAS 1808 standard makes this possible. For example, if a player acquires Frostmourne as a piece of equipment in World of Warcraft, it could also be used as a prop card in Hearthstone. The second thing that it allows you to do is it allows gamers to have full ownership of their assets even if the game is suspended. So gamers can still claim their assets and transfer them to other games in order to reduce the risk of loss. One featured permission mechanism is that owners can delete their data attributed to any specific zone. For example, a gamer may reinitiate the properties of an item in a game by removing its game-specific data sets instead of erasing the NFT itself universally. Combined with the contract system, developers can easily create and implement new business models such as asset leasing, mortgage, pawn, etc. So for example, in a car racing game, developers could create new revenue models such as renting out the rights to use the garage and collecting rent. Right? So finally, here's the big comparison. So in ERC 721, the asset data is stored as part of the contract. If the design of the security model has any loophole, assets can be transferred unintentionally without authorization from the user. However, in the NHAS 1808, the asset data is stored separately from the contract data, so this enables full ownership of assets by their owners. For certain sensitive operations, Cocos-BCX allows developers to add in smart contracts for identity verification as well. And just the fact that we've also seen Neo even talking about blockchain gaming and all these different things. Wax has been absolutely just doing very well in the charts lately. Engine Coin, I definitely see this as being a huge, huge sector and a really important piece of adoption moving forward. Now, I wanted to also talk about, we got the FUD going on, right? So there's some FUD going on around FunFair. People are concerned about the alleged vulnerability, that can be found in the code. So they basically said that, they're admitting it. They're saying that they know it's there. They're saying it's not a vulnerability. They've used this mechanism to upgrade the contract and will soon upgrade their fate channels. But you do have some people saying, I like FunFair. I believe them to be a reasonable company. However, given that if they were hacked or an unscrupulous employee got a hold of their private key, it would be possible to inflate the token supply and quickly exit via the DEXs, very similar to what we saw happen with Oyster Pearl. For example, another person says if you're going to issue a token utility, which comes with or a utility token, and you're investing in it, I'd like to see it done in a way where the token has a provable fixed supply. As an investor, I don't feel comfortable knowing that, okay, we're not going to, but if we had to, we could inflate it. So, but if you guys want, definitely check out this whole Reddit post right here, before you jump to conclusions. These guys go into it a lot better than I can right here. And also, guys, you've heard of Initiative Q. Well, what do you think about Initiative Y? So finally, a currency that gives you what you want, and we're giving it away. So here you go right here. Right now, your next spot in line is worth $70.8 million. Geez, that's a lot, but it'll be a lot less soon. Hurry. So turns out this is all just a joke, and it's done by Enigma. I thought this was really funny. They were kind of spoofing on the Initiative Q that has come out. A lot of people are talking about this. A lot of people have hit me up about it. Actually, friends that I, in real life have hit me up about it. So this is one of those things where I've heard some people calling it BitConnect 2.0. I'll have to look into it, guys. I have no opinion on this whatsoever at the current moment, but I'm going to have a look at it, see what it's all about, and I'll give you guys my honest opinion on it, if I think it's a scam or if I think it's legit. Or if you've looked into it, drop me a comment below and save me some time. Let me know what you guys think about Initiative Q. Is it real? Is it a scam? What do you guys think? I'm going to have a look at it either way. So speaking of potential scams, let's talk about neosuper or NEOX. Apparently, this is going to be a fork of Neo. So the ventured launch, seemingly made of nothing at all, says that it's a real project and it's an effort to basically take a snapshot of the Neo blockchain and utilize it on the Ethereum network, complete with mining opportunities and more. It wants to take the most successful elements of Neo and utilize them in the form of an ERC20 token contract. Okay. The project's GitHub repository has made no notable changes or commits to the Neo code base, and easiest to spot of all, as one reporter noted, because if we take a closer look at the LinkedIn pages, you can easily tell that they are each fake. I don't know about this, guys. neosuper, guys. Let me just remind you of one little thing. Anybody remember this guy? Neo Gold? No? You don't remember it? Most people don't. And there's a reason. Because pump, dump, exit pump, flatline. Okay? So I'm not saying it's a scam. I'm just saying don't give anyone your private keys and don't get your hopes up on neosuper. Moving on, let's talk about something that has happened. We have PureBit just pulled an exit scam. This is from Korea, 13,000 ETH from its investors as we speak. This is crazy. We have another exit scam. And on top of that, we have the termination of Zeniex service also from South Korea, as well as the termination of their ZXG token. However, when I searched it on CoinMarketCap, it didn't even come up. So I don't really think this matters that much. But yeah, there you guys go. But let's end on something positive. Why all this negativity, right? I wanted to talk about the fact that, you know, first New Yorkers got blocked on IDEX, which I was not very happy about. And now it looks like IDEX is requiring people to do KYC. So if you're not a fan of that and you want an alternative, there are four alternatives to IDEX. You have Finex Trustless, you have OpenLedger DEX, Kyber Network, and Fork Delta as well. There you go. You also have some newer ones coming up as well. I know WayDex is also an up-and-comer and a few others. So yeah, there are opportunities, guys, if you want ways around it. And before we go, I wanted to actually just give two shout-outs. One, I wanted to give a shout-out to the Crypto Crow. He recently just put out his ebook, A Practical No-Nonsense Guide for Cryptocurrency Investing. It's totally free if you get it on Kindle Unlimited. And I also wanted to give a shout out to Brandon M. Griffith, who's actually a member of the Crypto Zombies Telegram community. And, you know, he hit me up and was like, dude, I wrote a book too. It's called The Blockchain Revolution, How Cryptocurrency is Shaping the New Digital Economy. So shout out to a Crypto Zombies member. He's got a book on Amazon, and it looks like this is also free if you do Kindle Unlimited, or you can get it for $9.42 if you want the paperback edition. So I'm looking into reading both of these. I'm very interested in that. And guys, once again, before we go, I just wanted to remind you that we are now up to 223 votes as we've been having this video go along. It looks like Man is still in the lead at 43%, but if you want to vote for one of these different projects, this is my next review. We have Matrix AI, Digitex Futures, Aeon, or Bazant. Get on over there at the Crypto Zombie, put your votes in. That being said, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who's been coming back to the channel, everyone who's been liking, subscribing, commenting. I know we had a lot of coin news today. You know, some days you have no news about projects and only news about price and politics, and then other days you only have news about projects. So this was one of those days, but I hope everyone's enjoying their weekend. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel, liking, subscribing, commenting, joining the Telegram, signing up for the newsletter. Anything makes me smile, guys. Thank you so much for coming back. My name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto, enjoy your weekend, and peace out.